This conference will now be recorded.
Yes. So this is from I am from Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. I am going to teach Talend ETL tool. Okay. So what is Talend? Why we need to learn Talend team? So anyone having idea team? Anyone having idea? Talend is ETL tool, guys. Tool means it's not required that much coding. Okay, simply E means ETL, right? Extract. T means transform. L means load. Okay, we can read the data, apply some conditions. L for loading. That is called as a target system. Okay, this is called as a source. This is called as a target. Between we are applying the some conditions. Okay, so this is called as ETL. Why we need to learn ETL tools? There is a n number of ETL tools are there in the market, right? So why we need to learn this ETL tool? Talent only. IBM Data Stage, Informatica, MSBI, Ab initio, SAP Buddhist, multiple ETL tools are there, right? So why we need to learn Talent only means, so Talent having, okay, we can easily connect cloud connections. So cloud, Snowflake, Azure, GCP, AWS, clouds, I can integrate it easily. That's why, so it is more powerful tool in the market. Okay, so lot of openings are there. Packages also very good. Okay, so it is not required coding, just simply drag and drop it and we can easily learn it. That's why, so this technology name itself, less people aware it. Okay, that's why, so more openings are there, less people learn it. That's why you will get job easily. That is the one point. Okay, so when I coming to opening side, all MNCs, most all MNCs like TCS, Cognizant, IBM also have openings. Virtusa, Capgemini. Okay, for every company having lot of openings. When I coming to opening side, so you may get some calls from Singapore also. Some people getting it. Okay, Singapore, Malaysia, they're getting some calls. Okay, some people working from home only from Malaysia calls. Okay, so that's why more openings are. US means US lot of openings are there. Okay, so there we have to go now. So now, so let me show you. So we have, along with Talent, multiple technologies we are covering. Okay, it's not only Talent, multiple technologies we are running this institute. Okay, so now, so so when I coming to Talent, okay, so this will course duration 35 working days, guys. Okay, that is Monday to Friday. Saturday,
Sir, your
some.
screen is stuck.
Okay,
Just is shown Nandini Software Solution this chart.
okay. Are able to see my screen now? Let me stop and reset it.
Ah, yes. Now visible.
Yes, yes. Is it fine now? My screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Sir,
Right.
Yeah.
so
So
what is the
the
difference between RPN and ETL?
to talent.
Yeah, we'll discuss it. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, let me finish this one and we'll discuss it. We'll take all doubts. Okay, so the course duration 35 working days, Monday to Friday. So Saturday, some special classes will conduct it. Saturday, some special classes will conduct, guys. Okay, this is the course content we are going to cover it. I will give talent software. So this is the talent software I will provide it. Okay, so you can download from website. So data warehousing ETL concept, Oracle and basic Snowflakes we will cover it. Okay, so how to connect Snowflake and all we will teach it here. So along with talent components are there, multiple components are there. So all the components we will explain it. So along with so we'll explain one project explanation. We'll do one project explanation along with. So this class is both offline and online classes both we have. After each class is done, each class recording video we will provide it. Each class recording video I will provide it. Okay, so along with some real-time scenarios materials. See, these materials I have already prepared, guys. Materials. So this is around 20 documents are there. These documents, it is clear steps to understand it. Okay, so with the screenshot, with steps I have prepared it. Okay, this you can understand easily. Okay, with clear steps we are explaining. Okay, so along with some real-time scenarios documents we have prepared it. See, real-time scenarios. So I have around 10 to 11 documents are there with clear steps. All the documents predefined. Okay. So without writing the notes also, if you go through these documents, you can able to understand it. Multiple scenarios, real-time scenarios we have prepared, guys. Okay. So along with we are covering so resume preparation, mock interviews, doubts and clarification, interview questions and answers. We have around some 60 plus interview questions, guys. Okay, so with the combination of SQL, around 100 interview questions. Okay, if you learn these questions, whichever I am going to teach it, so these questions are 100%. They will most of the interview questions will come from this interview. This whichever I am going to cover, those questions only they will explain it. They will ask it. Okay, so I am sure that if you learn course from this institute, 100% you will get job. But you have to prepare very well. Simply joining, going, it's not like that. You have to spend some time. You have to learn properly. Okay. So if you learn from my institute, you are able to crack interviews. If you go for face-to-face interviews also, face-to-face, my students is clearing the interview. If, okay, so if you go for face to face also, they're clearing the interviews. Okay, so that much level I'm giving confidence without anybody support, without anyone support, you will get job. That assurance I will give it from my institute side. Okay, because of my that is the subject in depth we are covering it. Okay, so so now so this is the course content. Okay, so this we are covering it. Okay, so now let me take questions. So somebody is asking some question, right? Yes, what is your doubt? Can somebody tell me, please? Somebody
Sir,
asked, right?
difference between talent and APN.
Appian.
Yes, sir.
So Appian, I think the different technology, this is not part of ETL tool. So this Appian, it is
Okay,
required a lot of coding. It's like coding
okay.
Appian. Okay, so we are going to learn ETL tools. There are n number of ETL tools are there in the market. Okay, so Talent, so Azure Data Factory, Okay, this is IBM data stage, Informatica. So then MSBI, that in that SSIS will come. So along with Abinisho, multiple tools are there, guys. So all tools are easy only. Okay. So Talent Azure is good in the market. Data stage also very good calls you're getting it. Okay. For every course having lot of openings, but Talent compared with other technologies, it's easy to understand. Talent Azure data stage. Okay, so now let me give some examples on Talent, how it will be there.
Sir,
Okay,
I have one question.
yes, please go ahead.
Okay, what is the Snowflake?
Snowflake is a data warehouse that is called as a see. So suppose we are storing the data initially files, right? Then it is came for Flixer or DBMS databases, right? So that like okay, Oracle, Teradata, okay, MySQL, we can save the data, right, instead of file. So now it is nowadays cloud is in more, right? So that's why that we can connect cloud. So it is called as a cloud data warehousing called as a Snowflake, along with Redshift. Multiple cloud databases are there. Okay, so huge volumes of data we can easily handle it. I can get the data from the S3 bucket, Amazon. Okay, so I can perform the some database activities by using the Snowflake. Okay, so here it is required scripting, SQL commands kind of things it is required here. Okay, see, if you want to develop one project, if you want to develop one project, it is required database team, ETL team, and reporting team. So between testing team also, right? Okay. So along with production team, after deployment is done, production team, right? So the for bug fixing and all. Okay. So there is a production team. Multiple teams are there, guys. So if you so this is a database team. They may use, some people use Oracle, some people may use Teradata, some people may use Snowflake. Okay, so there is a separate team. ETL team is separate. Like, so if you're using a number of ETL tool, you know project Talent. If you're using Talent, so other ETL tools other. So once development is done, testing, production, here reporting team also is there to generate the reports. They will use reportings like Tableau, Power BI. Okay, so that is a combination of multiple technologies. One project is there. Okay, so ETL tools is constant, guys. Minimum 15 to 20 years, same technology is there. They will use it. When I coming to the reporting, it will be changed for every 3 years, 5 years. New reporting tools are coming and it is growing up like that. But ETL is constant. Databases is forever. If you learn SQL, Oracle, basic SQL, the remaining database is same. Okay, so that is called as a cloud data warehouse. Cloud, this is one. Okay, so I can connect Snowflakes, I can read it the data easily, Snowflake, by connecting the Talent. So the flexibility combination of Talent Snowflake is more openings, lot of openings are there. You will get lot of on-site opportunities if you learn this both technologies. It is very good demand in the market, more openings are there, the combination of. Okay, if you learn any one technology enough. Okay, so if you learn both means, suppose so some on-site opportunity is there, one person knows one technology, you knows two technology. Okay, which one they will preferable? Who knows multiple technologies, right? So that's why Okay, nowadays trend is if you learn minimum 2 to 3 technologies should be learned. Anyway, you are working in the project, even though you have to learn more technologies. So that is the like your improve your career, right? So that's why. Okay. So any other questions? Now let me give one example, some examples on talent.
Sir, along
Yes.
with talent, we are going to cover SQL or MySQL also.
Yes. So in this course, that's what I have shown you, right? Clearly here. So we'll cover Oracle, SQL, Snowflake also separate course, even though we will cover how to connect the Snowflake, how to read the data from the Snowflake. Okay. So we'll explain it. Snowflake concepts also we're explaining for the talent. As per the talent developer, full package, guys. What are the things is required to learn to get the job? Full package we're covering. Okay. So everything for the required to get the job. What are the things are required? All the things we're covering it. Okay. So any questions? Let me take doubts. No issues. Any other questions? Feel free to ask me, guys. Any other questions?
Sir, talent based on which language, sir?
See,
It
talent
means
is a tool. This is a tool, right? So no need
sir,
coding
how
on
to
that.
interact with that tool? How to
Yeah,
interact with
that
the talent?
we will discuss. That's what we're going to start, right? So let me give
I
some
mean,
examples.
yeah, okay.
So once you attend the demo classes, 2 to 3, you will get it. Is it difficult or easy? I can tell it easy. For me, is easy. For you are the new, right? New person, you have to see some classes. If you observe 2 to 3 classes, okay, then you will be understood whether the easy concept or difficult, easy to learn or easy to difficult to learn. So those and all will aware it. So that's why in my institute, offline people we are giving 3 to 4 days free classes, free demo classes. Online people we are giving 2 demo classes. Okay. So so once you are aware the technology, okay, I will make you to understand. It's easy only. Okay, that's fine. Let me give some examples, then you will understand it. Okay, let me start it. So assume that my customer is given some data, guys. So let me go for some scenarios. Okay, you will understand it. So assume that I have one file. Let me, I have one file. Let me take this file. Okay, it is having some data, guys. It is having some data. So here, how many records are there in this file, team? Can somebody tell me? How many records are
12
there
12
in this
record.
record.
file?
12, 12,
12
12.
record.
12 records or 13 records?
12
12
record.
records.
One, one is
Yeah.
header.
So first record is the header record, right? So employee number, comma, employee name, comma, job, comma, salary, comma, DEPT number. See, one column to another column, something is separated. That is called as a delimiter. What is the delimiter here? Comma. So
Comma.
total how many records are there? 12 records are there. Now I want to read this file. I want to read this. This file is there in my computer. It is there in my computer, right? My hard disk. So in this folder, this file is there. In this folder, this file is there. Now I want to read this file. I want to read this file via Talend. I want to read this file via Talend. I want to generate another text file. This is the text file, right? Okay. I want to generate the another text file. While generating, I want to load only DEPT number 20 records. So DEPT number 20, how many records are there, team? DEPT number 20, how many records are there? Online people?
Two records.
2 records. I don't want load all other records. I want to see header record. I don't want other than that DEPT number 20 records. I want load only DEPT number 20 record. This one. So I have one more record. Okay. So see, this is a text file. I want to read the text file in Talend. There are some components we have to use it, guys. Okay. T file input delimited. By using the T file input delimited component, I can read the text files. I can read the text file. Now I want to generate the another text file, right? So for this case, we have to use instead of input, that is output, right? What I have to use it? T file output delimited. Between I want to apply some condition, right? What is the condition? DEPT number equal to 20. What I want to do? DEPT number equal to 20. So I want to write some condition filtering the data. We can call as a filter the data, right? I am writing, I have multiple records are there, but I am filtering the data, right? DEPT number equal to 20. Okay, I want to write the condition in Talend means we have to use, there is a one component. What is that component? Means t filter row component. I have to use it. Okay, for reading, this is for reading the text file. We have to use t file input delimited. For generating the text file, I have to use t file output delimiter. This is the input, this we can call as the input, this is called as the output. So between some conditions I am applying filtering the data. Filtering the data purpose we have to use this component. Okay, what are the components we have to take? Is it clear, team? Now how to implement this in Talend, I will explain it. Okay, requirement, is it clear, team? Is requirement is clear? What is requirement? Okay, my customer is giving one text file. I have to read it. I have to generate the text file. While loading, I want to load only DEPT number 20 records. Okay, this is my condition, right? My requirement. How to do in the Talend, we'll see. So let me go for the Talend. Okay, so now let me go for job designs. Create a job. Create a job. Provide the job name. Okay, what is the filter example? Filter example. See, first component. What I have to take it for reading T file input delimiter, right? Okay, there is a multiple ways are there to take it, but let me go for easiest way first. Then I will explain in the regular classes all the ways. Keep the cursor here. Type T file input delimiter. So when you keep the cursor here, okay, type T file input delimiter. Let me take it. Now I want to generate the text file, means what is the component I have to use it? T file output delimiter, right? Let me keep the cursor here. Type T file output delimiter. Between I have to apply the condition. What is the condition, team? DEPT number 20, right? So what is the component I have told you? Filter row, T filter row component, right? So let me keep the cursor here. Type T filter. So then it is displaying the component. Let me select it. Okay. Now I have taken the component. First step, what I have taken? I have taken the component. I took the components. components. Now, second step, I have to give the links between the component. Links between components. Second step. Okay, how to give the links between the components means right click this one, row main. We will explain all the properties, regular classes. Okay, so right click this one, row and filter. Okay, now I have given the links between the components. Second step. Third step, what I have to give, I have to define the properties. So what is this component? Is there anything I have to define it? What is this component? What I have to define it here? So what is this output component? I have to define some properties, right? So first let me go for the first component. Double click the tFile input delimiter. So where the source file is there, this path, I need to browse this file, right? I want read, I have multiple files. My customer is said I want read only src emp file, right? I have to browse this file. How to browse it? So there is a file name, there is a browse button is there. Let me browse it. So let me browse the path. So in this folder, files are there. Wherever it is available in your system, that path I have to browse it. So I am browsing this file, right? So this is the src emp. Can somebody find it? Where this file is there? So in this folder, this file is there. I want to read it. Okay, so that's why I'm selecting this file. Now, so one column to another column, right? What is separator tip? One column to another column, separator. What is the separator here?
comma.
Online to comma. So what I have to do here? I have to select the comma here. Field separator, I have to give comma. So my file is coming comma, that's why I'm selecting the comma. If my file is coming semicolon, I can give semicolon. If my file is coming something, that's something I can define here. Okay, so now, so first record is a data or header. First record is a data or header. First record is a data or header. Header means column
Header.
names, employee number, header record, right? So what I have to do here, I need to select the header. How many records are there? How many rows are there? Header, one record or two records? Only
One
one
record.
row, right? One record. So that's why what I have to do, header I have to pass one. Header I have to pass one. Now, now let me go for the edit schema. I have to define the my file. What are the columns are there? The column, the schema I have to define in the my file here, right? How to define it? There are two ways. Let me explain first one way, then second way I will explain it. So see, this I am defining the manually. So yeah, let me copy the employee number. Order also very important, guys. First employee number. So employee number is there. So there is a plus symbol. Where I have to go? In the edit schema. Schema section, I have to define the column names. Right? There is a plus symbol. Let me go for the employee number. Employee number. See, when you observe the employee number values, so what are the values are there? Is it numbers? Is it dates? Is it characters? What is there? Just observe it. When I see
Numbers.
that, it is there in the numbers. So that's why what I have to do, so there the data type I have to select as a integer. Okay, employee number. So this number I am defining here, assume that it is a numbers. So let me see 1, 2, 3 bytes, right? So that I can give some length, I can specify it. So how to specify this? This and all customer will give. My first column is employee number. Second column, so the data type is integer. My customer will say, so use this integer. Suppose my customer is saying that use string means I have to use string. My customer will give the requirement document. In the document, he will mention it. So that's why accordingly I have to select it. Now my customer is saying that employee number I will get integer values. So that's why use the integer data type and use the length some length. He said that use 5. Now, what is the next column? My customer is saying that employee name. So let me copy the employee name column, add the plus symbol. My customer is saying that employee name is coming the characters. So in the characters means, so the talent, we have to use data type as a string data type. What is the data type I have to use it? String data type. So the length I have to give. See, it is occupying some memory, right? See this is a Ratnam. It is occupying some length, right? So that length, maximum length I have to give here. So assume that I am giving the 255 length. See, here my file is coming less, but future may be coming more, right? So that's why I am giving the length as a 255. My customer is saying that employee name use the data type as a string data type and length use the 255. My customer is saying that's why I am using it. Now my customer is saying that in the my file I will get the new one more column. The new that column name is job. So let me add the plus symbol, add the job column. So job values also my customer is saying that my okay. So I will get the characters. So characters means I have to use string data type in the talent. So my customer is saying that use the length as a 50. Okay, you can use whatever you want it. But in the real time, my customer will specify the length. Whatever the length is given, that length only we have to use it. Now I am using my own here, 50. Okay, so what is the next column? My customer is saying that in the file I will get as a salary column. Let me use the salary here. Salary is what is the data type? It is coming here. So approximately all are integer values. So that's why I have to use as a salary data type as a integer. Let me give some length. Assume that I'm getting 10. Assume that. So now DEPT number. So let me add the DEPT number. So as for the file, so it is coming integer values. Let me give some length 4. So I have to add the columns or column names and data types and lengths. Okay, let me click the. So in the real time, so we will not add manually. Okay, so how to import? There is a I have to import it. How to import the schema and all? We'll see it further classes. Let me click the OK button. So let me click the Yes button. So now I have defined the properties of tFile input delimiter. I have defined file path and file name and field separator, header and schema. I have defined it. Now, so now let me go for the tFilterRow component. So what is my condition team? What is my condition? What is my requirement? I want to filter the DEPT number equal to 20 records. I want to filter the DEPT number 20 records, right? So how to write this condition? We'll see now. Double click the tFilterRow. In the condition section, there is a plus symbol. Add the plus symbol. So that is the DEPT number equals to 20. DEPT number equals to 20. Okay, so DEPT number equals to 20. I have written the condition. How to write it? Let me show you one more thing. So there is a plus symbol. Add the plus symbol. So that is the select the which column you want to filter the data. So I am selecting the DEPT number. So what is the filter value tip? What is the filter
20.
value? 20. Now I have applied the properties in the tFilterRow. I have done it. Now let me go for the tFile output delimiter. See, my file is coming from this, right? Source. Now I want to store into my target. My target is empty now. I want to generate the file as output1.txt file. I want to generate it. Output1.txt file. I want to generate it in this folder. Okay, so now I have to browse this path. How to browse this path here? So let me go for the tFile output delimiter, browse the target path and file name. I have to browse the Nandini software solutions. So inside there is some folders are there. So wherever you want it in your system. So I want to target folder. Here I want to generate output file name, output1.txt file. I want to generate it. So which path you have to generate it, which file name you want to generate also customer will tell. You no need to worry about that. Okay. Okay. Now, so now field separator. See my source is coming, field separator is comma, right? So my target also I want in the comma. So what I have to do, I need to make as a comma here. Let me close this. So what I have to do? Here field separator I have to give comma. So first record is when you open the file from the source, first record is the column names, right? So my target also, when I open the file, I want to see the column names. Column names. So that's why I need to select the include header checkbox. Include header checkbox. Now I have defined the properties. All the properties I have defined. Now let me go for the file and save the job. File and save the job. I have saved the job. Now I have to execute the process, right? Then only I can see this output file, right? In the target folder, I can see that output file, right? So I want to execute something. How to execute the process means, so there is a run tab. In the run tab, there is a run button is there. We need to run it. We need to run it. So my job is running now. So my source having 12 records. My target is loading 2 records. See, my source is coming 12 records. My target is loading 2 records. Let me go for the target output 1. So let me open that output. When I open this output file, so what are the records I want to see, guys? What are the records should be available? DEPT number 20.
Is
See,
equal to
are you able
20.
to? Yeah. When I see the DEPT number 20 records only, it should be available. I don't want to see other than the DEPT number 20 records, right? So are you able to see now? Okay, so what is my requirement? My customer is giving one text file, but my customer is asking I want to load only DEPT number 20 records. I don't want to load all the records. So I have loaded into another text file. Now, so total 10 record, 12 records, 2 records are condition matching loading it. The remaining 10 records is the bad records, rejected records, right? The rejected records I want to generate into another file here. Another, so when I open in this folder, here I want to see rejected data output 1.txt file. I want to generate it. Okay, so how to generate it? I want to generate the text file in Talend means what is the component I have to use it? Can somebody tell me? I want to generate the text file output component. What is the component I have to use it? T file output delimited.
Delimited.
So what I have to do? I need to give the links between this component. Reject link. See, reject link. So now let me browse the T file out. So I need to define the properties here also, right? Let me browse the target path where I have to generate it. So let me go for the target. What is the file name I want it? As I said, rejected data out1 dot txt file. That is the I want it, my file name. You want to give your own name, you can give it. But as per the real time, we have to go for some standards. We'll explain it. What are the standards we need to follow it in the regular classes. Let me click the open. So now, so where I want to field separator comma. Let me use the comma here. So let me go for include header. So now let me save the job. All the properties I have defined it. So now I am running the job. Let me run the job. My job is running. So job will fail. I am sure that job is failing. So why it is failing? We will observe it. What is the reason it is failing? So let me copy this one. Let me paste in the notepad plus plus. So let me go for here error, right? So let me go for this error. What is this error is getting? See in this folder, this file is already existing, right? If this file is already existing, it is having some data. What I have to do this data? So whether I need to delete this data, when I run it, what are the new data is coming? That one I have to load it, or else. So I have 2 records already. So again, the new data I want to add here, append it. What I have to do? I need to do that. So how to do that means, so I don't want to, if the job file is already existing, so I don't want to fail the job means, so in the T file output delimiter, so let me go for advanced setting. So there is a one option, guys. Throw an error if the file is already. If file is already there, my job will fail. I don't want to fail the job means we need to uncheck the checkbox. We need to uncheck this checkbox. So now, I have unchecked it. So let me do for this also, because of second run it will fail, right? So that's why let me go for advanced setting. I need to uncheck the checkbox. I want to overwrite mode. So where this option is there, so double click the T file output delimiter. So in the advanced setting, so there is a one option, uncheck throw an error if the file by default is selected. I am unchecking it. Now I have defined all the properties. Let me go for the file and save the job. Now I want to run the job. How to run, team? Can somebody tell me? So there is a run button. So let me clear the log. There is a run button, right? Let me run it. So how many records would go for rejected? 10 records. See, when I open the rejected file, so it is generated. Why it is rejecting, team? So my condition is false condition. That's why it is rejecting. See, other than the, when I see the rejected output file, I want to see other than the DEPT number 10 records. I want to see other than the DEPT number 10 records. Are you able to see other than the DEPT number 10? No, 20, right? Other than the DEPT number 20 records. Okay. Other than that, DEPT number 20 records, I want to see that. Is there any 20 here? The 20 records should go for output, main output. So is it clear now? So what we have did it. So my customer is giving one file. I am reading it. I am filtering the data. I am writing some condition here. I am loading into the target. Okay, the required data. The unrequired data, I am rejecting it. I want to read the data text file in Talend means we have to use T file input delimiter component. I have to use it. I want to write the filter condition means we have to use tFilterRow component. I have to use it. Now I want to generate the text file means we have to use tFile output delimiter component. I have to use it. Tfile output delimiter component. Okay, so is it clear, team? So is there any coding I have written here to apply this logics and all? Is there any coding I have written? Online people? Okay, so it's not required that much coding. Just simply logical thinking is required. See, they will ask it. I want to read the text file. Which component you have to use it? We have to use T file input delimiter. You have to learn that. I want to filter the data. I want to filter the data means in the Talend, what is the component I have to use it? That component I have to learn it. So see, we have to learn tFile input delimiter, what it will do. I have to learn it. tFilterRow, what it will do it. tFile output delimiter, what it will do it. Okay, it's all predefined functions we are using it. Okay, so I want to read the text file means we have to use tFile input delimiter. Filtering the data means tFilterRow component. Generating the text file means we have to use tFile output delimiter. Is it clear, team? Is this scenario is clear, everybody? Any questions on this? Okay, so now you tell me the same scenario. I don't want to load TEPT number 20. I want to load 10 records. What I have to do here, team? What I have to do? 10 I have.
Value 10.
Let me save it. Let me run it. When I open the output file, DEPT number 10 records should be available. See, DEPT number 10, how many records are there? 7 records are loading. See, when I open output, all the DEPT number 10 records. Another output, rejected data. I want to see other than the DEPT number 10 records. That is the base and the requirement. See, assume that. So this is the, I'm reading this file. So I want to load whose ename equal to Venkat. Whose ename equal to Venkat? How many records are there, team? How many records are there? 3 records, right? So I want to load whose ename equal to Venkat instead of DEPT number, right? So how to load it? So here, what I have to select? Tell me, guys. Ename column.
Ename.
So what I have to write it? What is the value they
Venkat.
wanted? So this is Venkat, right? Let me copy this and paste it. So this is the integer value or string value? So if it is
String
empty
value.
string value, so we have to give in the quotes, guys. We have to give in the quotes other than the integer values. So now let me, my condition is done. Let me save the job. Let me run it. See how many DPT number. So when I open output, DPT ename equal to Venkat records I'm getting. So so my another output other than the Venkat records I will get it. Okay. See guys. So we're going to cover full package, guys. Talent. Okay. So this is the, if you, this is from Bangalore. So if you search in the Google also, you will get my office address. Okay, you will get office address. This is there in the Google also. So that phone number also is available here. Okay, so you can get it. If you anyone interested to learn Talend ETL tool, okay, so call me this number 9538 160 185. We have both offline offline classes, classroom classes, classroom classes and online classes at the same timing. Okay, so if you anyone interested to learn, call this number and make enrollment. So this is, you can pay payment in the 3 installments, guys. We're not asking. So first, my institute process, first 2 to 3 days free demo classes, free demo classes. So after interested, okay, the course fees you can pay 3 installments. Okay, 3 installments. We're not asking to pay entire amount at a time, because of you have to understand trust, right? Okay, so I know I'm the trustable, but you should aware, right? That's why. Okay, so this is institute is 100% trustable institute, guys. Okay, you can, this is offline also is available, online also is there. Okay, 100% you will get job, but you have to follow my classes. 35 days you have to spend with me, whatever I am teaching. If you learn it, okay, so the qualification is any graduation. Okay, so thank you, guys. So tomorrow also we're connecting. Let me stop it tomorrow also free demo class.